And then this band came up in support, and they literally they came on stage and went, dong! And but within like 5 seconds, the singer was in the crowd, and he was crowd surfing to like feedback. I was like, that's pretty bold. A, they're not the headliner. B, he's crowd surfing, and they haven't played a chord. I was like, what's going on? And it turned out to be pulled apart by horses. And by the end of it, I went up, I bought both 7 inches on the counter, and I emailed them that night, go, do you want management? Do you want a publishing deal? Do you want a record label? And we ended up doing publishing and a record deal from that night. And I had no idea who they were. I had no idea that we were going to see them. And that's what happens.
I think like that can happen in gigs and things. So I'd say for festivals, like most, especially major festivals, you're probably like a step too late if you see a band even in a small tent, because they probably got
they're probably signed, they got an agent, and
so that's like agents get them on the bill and things like that as well. So I think
apart from Great Escape, like
so like those kind of things, that's cool. But like I would say, go out to shows, like if you've got like really early support bands where there's kind of like first ons that may be like local or things like that, or just ingraining yourself in the scene and seeing stuff at a really early stage, and like lots of it will be like rougher, and the skill is kind of identifying what's good and seeing it develop.
Actually, I've got another story as well. Like, don't ever think just because you know someone that they're not going to potentially go on to great things. We've made a couple of mistakes. Deborah, my girlfriend, she said to me, "Oh yeah, my friend at school, like her brothers."
We tried to sign them and they turned us down.
Yeah, but then we turned them down. Yeah, but like I could have known a bit earlier. Yeah, but basically, what it was, Deborah, my girlfriend, she basically said. My friend at school, she's got a really talented brother. He's only 14, but trust me, he's going to go on to go do great things. I was like, yeah. I listened to that. I was like, oh, that's pretty good voice.
Didn't play it to me because I would have spotted straight away.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, it was a guy called Jack Stedman, who is now the lead singer of Bombay Bicycle Club. But this is the same thing with the. I love that song. But it's always the same with Pulled Apart by Horses. It's like you just don't know.
Yeah,
and
it's always that even.
Always keep your ears open. Always be open.
And it's always like different. It's like. Edwin from Foals and Jack from Friendly Fires have a label called Deep Shit where they do like basically like super gay house music. It's
a good name.
It's really good. It's a great name, and it's like it's amazing. And they run it with this guy called Adam Paralak, who he actually interned with us for a little bit as well. But he used to come to all of the like Mystery Jet shows and all the Foals shows and just be like
super fan.
Just super fan. He was like we call them like Punishers, where he's sort of like. You've had a gig, everyone's just come off stage and you're like knackered, and they're just the one that's like yakking at you and yakking at you. You're like, oh. And he's now become like an amazing plugger. He plugged Flume for us for ages. He played me Flume for the first time because I was looking for really great remixes, and he does this thing with like, a great artist that we work with and another artist that's become a friend, and like, it's always surprising how people develop, and it's like spotting those characters.
Johnny Flynn, Jeremy Walmsley, who I just signed, I moved in with, he's now in summer camp. He introduced me to his friend Johnny. He goes, oh yeah, you should check him out, he's an actor, he occasionally plays gigs. And Tim and I went and saw him do a gig on a Sunday night at the Lock Tavern in London, and heard like 4 amazing songs, and then we started imagining him as a musician, and now he's like, become like a really influential artist. And you really don't know.
It's like we signed the Mystery Jets, and then they were like, oh, you should come and see us play with our mates, the Noisettes, and then we signed them, and then they were like, oh, we're doing another gig with Jeremy Walmsley, which started that one. So it's all like, it all kind of, once you get in, and I'd say to everyone here that's in bands and things, like, hang on to the people you really respect and build with that, because those scenes become really important, and you can carry on with it. But also
friendly competition.
Once you get into them and things like that as well, it all kind of spirals and grows out. Like, going back to that first math rock scene, it's like, we always used to play with this band called Charlottesville that were amazing, and so did Evan Fitzgerald, who became Foals, and so we met them through that, and sort of all like leads on. And Steve, who's like he's in Blood Red Shoes and like quite big on the Brighton scene, I hear, and stuff. He like does loads of producing and things like that now as well. And he was in a band called Cat on Form. He used to play with us all as well. And so he sort of like it's not always your first band, and it's not always like how you plan it. But if you're kind of good and keep going and find good friends, and they're just not dicks to people, then it tends to work out, I think.
Yeah, that's true.